Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the E50M, the German Tier 10 medium tank, and we're located on the westbourne of Westfield. Now this battle is special because in it we've got Nikitaq, we've got WOTBoys, and there's General Disturbance in my Arty, and there you can see me in the distance in the Lorraine 15551. Now, Nikitaq, we just saw him go shooting past in the T44-100, and I believe that we have got other teammates in this battle, but WOTBoys is in it. Yes, there he is. He's in the T54 Mod 1. Now, we're following David Waters. I said, oh, following David Waters. We're following him because of what actually happens later on during this battle. And it does get quite interesting. You see, Nikitaq and WOTBoys are headed off to the east side of the battlefield. And what we missed there is David Waters was engaging the T30. Now you can see the Lorraine 40 tons to the south. Trying to get a hot shot on him, and he does. 433 hit points using his 105 KWK L52 Alstrom K gun. No, misses that one. He's auto aimed onto the T69. Fires around it and gets a hit this time. 361 hit points. He's already up to 1,235 hit points of damage. Trying to get the Progetto 65. Does, gets a hit. 422 hit points. And he's lost lock on them. There's an IS-3 close enough to him. So we're going to poke around the corner and try and get that ELC-11 90. Gets a good hit. 381 hit points. Loses the lock on him because he's gone unsighted. Fires around in the same spot anyway. Okay, we appear to be getting good hits on the enemy. He's up to 2k damage so far. Nikitaq and WOTBoys are actually taking damage from the enemy mediums who are up on the southeast corner of the map. And that was me and the Arty firing in as well. Now, David Waters is going to try and engage the enemy. He's moving up through the village. He's also going to try and see if he can spot the enemy on the reverse side, on the west side of the battlefield. There's a Scorpion G up there. Obviously he doesn't want to get hit by the Scorpion G. There he is. Okay, found him, but he's on the other side of the hill, so we can't hit him there. But that's Skoda T50. Now that Skoda becomes crucial later on during the battle. And there's a Waffenträger Alpha Panzer IV. Fires a round right into his rear. 416 hit points of damage, and the Scorpion G's moving forward to take some more damage on him. Oh, he pulled back, but he got hit by the Progetto 65. That's the Tier 10 Progetto with the 4-shot auto reloader. Oh, we lost our Scorpion G. He was taken out by the Skoda T50. There's the ELC M90 and the Object 430, and they're pressuring Nicky and WOTBoys at the moment. And I'm trying to load a shell to fire in at them. He hasn't got a shot at the moment. There's an enemy Scorpion nearby, very, very low health. And that was my Arty shell coming in. Did some damage, and our teammates did some more to that Progetto, and we've got an ELC M90 in the dip, locked on, auto aim, fires around and gets tracks him. The ELC repairs his tracks straight away, but we've lost Nicky, and WOTBoys is running as fast as he can because he's only got 15 hit points left. And another Arty round comes in for me. And unfortunately we've lost WOTBoys, 15 hit points, and he was out the game. Okay, the E50M is moving north because he's actually trying to get to a position where he can intercept some of the enemy, and I take out the ELC Evan 90 with a shotgun right into his face. And unfortunately I've been hit by the enemy as I relocated. You can see me dropping down into the dip there. Taking up a new firing position. Okay, E50M is going to take up a position somewhere along the east side of the map in the bushes. Try and counter the enemy tanks that are attacking. There's an Object 430 up here. And I believe there's also a Skoda. Okay, now from this position he can give support to the guys on the west side of the battlefield. The Waffenträger and the T-32. We know some enemy tanks coming. Here's the Progetto, and he takes him out the game, 225 hit points. Or did he take him out of the game? No, actually he was killed by me. I got the kill on the Progetto 65. And the Waffenträger Alppanzer IV takes a hit. And the Object 430 fires around him, 402 hit points. Oh, that was the enemy Arty, the Batchat 155-58. And he also got hit by the GW Tiger P at the same time. Heavily stunned. Now he needs to get rid of that stun. He's lost his gunner. He needs to put the gunner back in, but unfortunately his repair kits or his first aid kit is still on cooldown, so he's going to have to sit in the bushes here and wait, because if he's got no gunner he can't shoot accurately. Okay, looking across the battlefield. Can't see anyone yet. Oh, there was a round coming in from the Scorpion G, and the Skoda T50 just took out our T32. Now the Object 430 is getting closer. There he is. Can he get a shot in? No, he doesn't come into view. I'm aiming at him at the moment, that 430. Although I'm in reload. Up onto the right very gingerly, not to get spotted. See if we can get some shots into the enemy before they know where he is. He's got about half his health hit points left. He can now get his start gunner back into operation, and he does. Can't see the Scorpion just yet. Both myself and the other Arty on my team are actually aiming the Object 261. We're both aiming for that Scorpion at this moment. Of course, the E50M didn't know that, but you will see some targeting indicators, I think, coming up showing that we're aiming for them. The Scorpion was just the other side of the bridge. And I think the E50M is going to go round the corner, see if you can get a spot on him. We lost sighting of him. There's the Scorpion. Okay, we can see him now. He pops up, and the Object 261 finishes him off. I fired a round just short of him, just so if he had, if the Object 261 had missed, or if he moved forward, he could have got the kill. Okay, there's the Waffenträger Alppanzer IV. He spotted the Batchat. It's off to the south. He's running back home to Mama. Fires around in. Oh, lovely hit there. 463 hit points. Batchat was on the move, and that's repaying him for firing that shell at him earlier in the game. And I think we all fired a couple of rounds in at that enemy Arty as he was on the retreat. but our Waffenträger Panzervier is losing hit points rapidly to that Object 430, and he goes down. David Waters tries to get around on the Object 430, but unfortunately he can't. He's gone into a dip, so he's trying to use the cover here. I realise that 430 is coming for me, and there's not a lot I can do. I can't move away. Our Object 261 gets killed by the Skoda T50. He's in a bit of an exposed position. I'm in a more in a bit of a dip, but the 430 is coming for me, and there's not a lot I can do. I can't even get myself get my vehicle slung around, and I've got such low hit points that unfortunately I'm not able to get a shot at the 430. And that puts the E50M on for Kolobanov if he can win this battle. Right, the Object 430 is behind him, and I'm pretty sure he knows where he is. There's the Waffenträger Panzervier. Fires around and it bounces off the armour. Would you believe it? Probably went into the tracks. He's also aimed on. Lost the lock. Okay, so gonna move. Keep moving. At this moment, we're all watching him on the stream, and we were all urging him to keep moving, or at least I was urging him to keep moving to get back into cover, because we didn't know if the Waffenträger could still see him, and if he could, that he might be able to put a round into him. And we also thought that the Object 430 would be coming up behind him very shortly. So we wanted him to get to the enemy cap as quickly as possible, put pressure on the enemy tanks. It's very likely that the enemy Arty would be down in the enemy cap area. After all, that's where we last saw the Batchat 155-58 headed, and if he could take two of the enemy out of the game, that would certainly change the result. Oh, took out the Waffenträger Panzervier. He's going to dodge the rock. He does. Ooh, up over the rise there. Knocked a tree down, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure if enemy is watching in this direction, they're probably fearing the result, because they know that the E50M is quite a powerful medium tank. There's the Batchat. Dials in, round out, and bang, he's gone. Finished him off. Now, can he find the other Arty? He's using standard ammo, which is APCR on this tank. He's got heat rounds, but he doesn't need to use them. There's the GW Tiger P, the one that hit him earlier in the battle, and puts a round into him, leaves him on 16 hit points. Going to put another round in, and finishes him off. And that means he's got a Pascucci's. Kills two Arty, and there's the Skoda T50. There's only two enemies left, the Skoda T50 and the Object 430U. Skoda comes over the rise, gets a 420 hit point hit, and he goes for the ramp kill, and it works! He spins the vehicle and kills him off. Now, where's that Object 430U? Well, he was last seen headed in this direction. Won't be long before he turns up. There he is. It's not a 430U, it's just a 430, but he is a Unicum, and he's virtually full health as well. And yeah, takes a big chunk out of him there. Oh, and took a big hit from the 430 for 402. He's now one shot. Oh, he bounced around, he fires around into the Object 430, 388. It seems that he's got the advantage, but no, the Object 430 shuts him down, and that's the end of the game. It was a really good fight by David Waters. I don't think many of us actually thought that he stood that much of a chance, given the strength of the enemy team against him. But he really did put a good fight in, and it was down to a whisker that 430. He only had very few hit points left, and it all counted on just one shot, and that 430 did bounce one of his rounds, and that gave David Waters a chance, but unfortunately in the end he didn't survive. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And we can see it's a first-class tanker for David Walters in the E50M. He also managed to pick up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually managed to get 4 in the end. And he also picked up a duelist badge for getting at least, or taking down 2 enemies who did damage to him during the battle. And that will be both the Skoda T50, the Waffenträger, and I believe the Object 430. Oh no, he didn't actually take down the Object 430, sorry, no. So it would have been probably the Progetto 65 and the Skoda T50. But anyway, he also got a fire for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 11. A Pascucci's for taking out both of the enemy Arty, or 2 enemy Arties. That was the Batchat 155-58 and of course the GW Tiger P. And lastly, he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle and getting a win rate of 7,020. So congratulations for that. Now, if we look at the team scores, we can see that he did come top of the table, 5,424 hit points of damage. So he earned that high caliber. He also came top of the table on our team with 4 kills. The Skoda T50 came top on the enemy team with 4. And he managed to get 670 base experience points. Of course, the winning team always ends up with more XP. The Object 430 came top on the enemy team with 1,281. But when it came to the detailed report, we can see that he fired 24 rounds, got 19 direct hits, 15 penetrations, damage of 5,424 hit points, of which 3,569 were at more than 300 meters. He received 10 hits during that battle, 6 of which were penetrations, 4 were non-penetrations, and he blocked damage of 1,420 hit points. He did actually cause damage to one of his allies, 17 hit points. I think that was probably when he bumped into somebody. But he did spot 2 enemy vehicles, did damage to 10 of the enemy and killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,213 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 69,108 credits. He got Courageous Resistance Award, which is to equalise his score with that of the winning team because he managed to get an epic medal. And after the fine for damage to his allies, he actually ended up with 75,282 credits. But after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, and remember he did use a lot of consumables, that meant that he actually suffered a loss of 48,183 credits. I think that was, yes, 183. So unfortunately it did cost him for the battle, and he did lose. If he'd actually won the battle, I think he probably would have ended up with a profit. Maybe not. But he did receive 1,005 XP, 568 for the Courageous Resistance, and that brings up a total of 1,573 experience points altogether. But I think congratulations should be in order to David Walters for fighting an extremely good fight, because it seemed that he was up against an almost impossible odds that he would need to win a Kolobanov, because it was 1 against 5. And he all but won it, because if he had only managed to bounce another round from that Object 430, I'm sure he would have taken him down and he would have won the battle overall. But it was a really good fight, and he deserves for this battle to be highlighted. We all sent our congratulations to him after the battle through the game, and told him that we put this video up to show everyone exactly how well he did. So well done, David Walters. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.